Hey guys, welcome to Chrysalis Invictus. As you may be able to tell from the title, today we are looking at messages from Rabbit. So this is more of a channeled message. If you have had significant run-ins with rabbits recently, if you've been kind of curious about what that meant. So if you're coming here based on, a rabbit omen, or if rabbit is your animal spirit or your totem, whatever brings you here, there's a message for you from rabbit in one of these piles, or maybe more than one of these piles. So I would ask you to use your intuition to guide you to which message is for you. So our first pile is represented by this card, number 49. Rabbit Spirit, how is a lucky time? That's interesting. So you may feel, perhaps for this pile, we're looking at something that feels like you haven't quite had luck for a while. And we have from the Literary Witches deck this rabbit, a bit of a spooky rabbit, and this one here, sort of existing in a bubble there, connected to the earth, maybe a seed. And this one, sensitive soul, strengthen your boundaries and cut cords. Okay, so even if the messages on the front of the card don't necessarily speak to you, but the card itself does, feel free to go for that. So we're going to ground our feet, ground our root, taking a nice deep breath in through the nose. And out through the nose, relaxing the shoulders, coming into a receptive place and state, calling in any energies, entities, guides, ancestors that wish to be here with us today. And asking that they bring forward messages that align with our highest and greatest good. So when you're ready, make your selection and I will meet you at your reading. Pile number 1, you chose this Rabbit Spirit. Now is a lucky time. Okay, so I am really getting the sense that there's something coming. So something is being born, something is coming forward that has been held back from you from quite some time. So maybe you've been working toward a goal that hasn't really been fruitful so far, or it's yielded very few results. And this is now starting to come in. There's this sort of foundation feeling to this. Foundation mixed with luck. So like you've built a foundation for you to have good luck. It's almost like preparing to win the lottery, or preparing for that big breakthrough. It's an unforeseen kind of, like how it pans out, maybe unforeseen, but there are aspects to it that you've kind of been prepared for. The universe has been preparing you for it. Okay? Yeah, I'm hearing something about the discovery of a golden egg doer. Okay, wow, yes. So this is, if you actually know how to say these words properly, forgive me for my pronunciation, but this is the oak, okay? And you can see the lightning, it's like a tower, but what happens here is that this is a crowning in this, from this tower moment. So from things falling apart, from that, anything that didn't have a strong foundation starts to crumble, and then whatever grows out of that is this kind of victory. So there's a dual energy here. Lightning strikes an epiphany, or it comes in like an epiphany. It comes in quickly like an epiphany. And that's going to free you. It's going to free you to bring in this abundance. Now, the other card I have for you is, again, Idad. I'm not entirely sure how to say this. This is from the Mystic Ogham Oracle. I will link it down below. It's a private, or like an indie deck. Just give me a moment. There's this kind of wisdom. This message is kind of complicated because I feel like it's coming in as like this new thing and this old thing all at once. It's coming in as both like a solid foundation and the crumbling of something that is not built on a solid foundation. So in terms of trees, this is the oak tree. So this is strength, justice, almost justification, feeling right. And I think it's because of this hard work that you've put in, or this this unlucky time that you've been through. And then here, this is the yew tree. And it's almost like I feel like there's lightning in the background here too. Yeah, it's like old mechanisms bringing in something new, old things drawing in something new. This could be from, this could be the experience aspect of it, but it also feels ancestral, and it also feels divinely, like this luck. Luck as an old function. It's almost like it's not even luck at all, because it's like been declared, or it's been brought forward. That's interesting. Let's get a few tarot cards to clarify this message. If you're collaborating in whatever it is that you do, you will be drawn away from that collaboration, and you will be forced to work alone. The Eight of Swords. It did come out reversed, but I don't think I'm reading reversals as I'm channeling today. Yeah. There's been like ill health, ill luck. The Grail Knight. Look at him lunging toward the sunlight. And this guy, of course, Raymond de Tranquil. There we go. My accents today have been nothing short of miraculous. Okay. This is Emperor energy. Hermit to the Emperor. This is what is so confusing. I'm going to rearrange this. Okay. It's not necessarily that it's confusing within me, but it's confusing to explain. So you have this young, fertile energy. You have this knight and this emperor energy. Well, it's emperor energy coming in through the oaks. This is justice coming in. This is things coming right. This is, it's also very deeply magical. Like a blasted oak is like the most magical kind of tree there is. It's full of wisdom, but it's almost like the wisdom of battle. So the trials and tribulations that you've been through, this is like it's coming right. The Emperor here speaks, or it's not the Emperor in this deck, but we'll read him as such. There's almost this like smug know-it-all energy here that you are being guided to stay away from. So if you can avoid boasting or being, really demonstrative about your victories, or if you can stop comparing yourself to other people, that's going to be really important here. It's almost like if you speak of it, it goes away. What do I need to clarify this message? Rabbit spirit, what do I need? With the Eight of Swords, you've been caught up in a period of healing, a period of like potentially paranoia or questioning your own motivations. I do feel like this has been a dark, hard time. There's a lot of difficult energies. I feel like the rabbit is darting all over my brain right now. So the overall message here is that you have the powerful you, which is it is your connection to your ancestral realm. It is your connection to your past. You have your past forming and building a strong foundation. Now, if you look at your past and you see only failures, you will only yield failures. If you look to your past and you draw from it and you pull from it and you extrapolate all of the successes and victories that you've had, you crown yourself. Okay, you come into this new space of leadership. You discover a certain kind of wisdom that is peaceful, that is not comparative, and that does not need other people to verify and justify it. So this could be coming into a deeper level of understanding with your guides as well. There's some kind of parasitic influence in your life, something that, a parasite is something that like feeds off of you, but it feeds off of your vital life forces. So identifying what that parasite is could be helpful. It feels like you have climbed so far and come so far, but then you continuously give energy to this parasite. I'm also hearing something about you only grow to the size of your container. So what is containing you? Okay, this parasite is represented by the King of Swords. So this could be an air sign. This could also be a system, a boss, like a form of government or a manager, or someone that you just look up to or allow to have opinions. This could be a very stern, kind of cold father figure. Oh, interesting. And we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. This could be your parents. This could be their voices in your head. But we have here very clearly a coupling, a Queen of Wands who is, she's very much the magical figure. She can make things grow out of nothing, but in reverse, she burns everything she touches. So this to me feels like, and this could be you, maybe you are the King of Swords and you are favoring a sort of rational idealism rather than a balanced perspective that comes from both heart and head. And then the Queen of Wands figure is someone in your life, a feminine figure who basically, like, if you come to this person and you say, this is what I'm working on, she'll just, like, it'll turn to ash in your hands. Okay. This person is very acidic, I'm hearing. Corrosive. These could also be two aspects of yourself, your feminine and your masculine. So finding the ways to turn them upright. So the feminine working well with your passions, working well with your creativity, working well with your magic, and being balanced. So not surrendering to things like vengeance or petty disputes, but kind of staying lifted and up out of that space. Yeah, and there's a new beginning coming. There's a new beginning waiting. It's and it's going to bring you into a new level of independence. So this could be letting go of a support system, and stepping into your own power. I really feel like this is a marked change in, like, you're going to feel like you've gone from, like, a boy to a man, or a girl to a woman. Like, this is that transition, and it doesn't matter what age you are, it will feel that way. It will feel that marked maturity, that marked transition is here. So this is the message, and this is the energy that's surrounding the rabbit for you today. If you'd like to book a personal reading and go a bit deeper, my information is in the description box below. We'll see you soon. Pile number 2, welcome to your reading. So the word that keeps coming up for me when I hold on to this card is the word deranged. Deranged, deranged, deranged. So what is your relationship to that word? What is your relationship? Maybe there is someone that you feel is like this, someone who is incredibly destructive. There's this, like, really chaotic, unpolarized energy surrounding this card. So we're going to take a look at some other cards to clarify. What are the messages from Rabbit? There's no clarity in this kind of chaos. And it's different from the chaos that brings change. It's like chaos for chaos's sake. Okay, so this could be in relation to a romantic relationship or a partnership of some kind. This could also be a partnership that's around you, or something that you have are in contact with. So it could be between friends, or maybe it's like between a potential partner and their ex, or yeah, something along those lines. And yeah, so there's some kind of, like, this may not be you, it may be in relation to you, like it may be something that is close to you. I do feel like there's some kind of connection to parentage, like perhaps this couple, if you're not participating, you have children together. If you don't, this indicates that you could, or there's something new being born here. So this is a card of birth, gestation, beginning. And you see the baby here is holding a pine cone. So this is the potential for something. So some kind of potential that's being held hostage by a chaotic energy. And maybe you're wondering whether you need to help or support this energy, this person. Maybe you are this person. I'm feeling much more like it's around you, but it could be you. If it is you, the guidance here from Rabbit is to take a breath. So just stay here in this space. Deep breath. Okay, if you are scattering yourself to the four corners of existence. Try to come back to center. This may be based on a relationship that's thrown you off kilter, that's coming in as well. The clarity that's been withheld from you is making you crazy. This could also be true of the person that is feeling chaotic. So if you're asking about, or if you are wondering about that person in your life, or in the periphery of your life, one of the things that's making them go off the rails is a lack of clarity. They're confused. They don't know what the truth is. Yeah, and I feel like you're expending a lot of energy trying to protect yourself. And trying to gain notoriety or gain... So for instance, if this is a situation where you are dealing with this chaotic person, or you are this chaotic person, you're trying to rally people around you, you're trying to gather support, you're trying to state your claim. I feel like that is something that is taking up too much energy. It's taking up too much from your life. The guidance here is to slow down, to be patient, and to it's either to... So if you are this person who is feeling like you are scattered, to actually take some time to yourself to go inward and create boundaries around you. So there is, what this feels like is that everybody, almost everyone in this situation, or at least two of the people in this situation, are like magnets. Okay, so if you are the chaotic one, someone is absorbing your chaos and they're feeling all kinds of ways about it. It's kind of blocking this new beginning. Each of you is feeling like you don't know how to move forward because you don't really understand what's going on. It feels so confusing. It does feel like perhaps in trying to state your claim or in trying to feel supported, you are then alienating yourself from the truth of this and creating a longer process. So the less you try to gather support or gather other people's opinions about it and kind of like go inward and rely on yourself for this movement and change, it's going to bring a new beginning. Yeah, that clarity will come through communication with the chaotic person alone and the person who is absorbing. So let's see if we can get a card to, can we see the person who feels chaotic? I don't want to say is chaotic, but you know, maybe that's true. A card for chaotic. Okay, the Fool. Yeah, so I really feel like the reason that this person is so chaotic is because, or you are, is because of this, it's like an innocence. It's information has been withheld from you, okay? So you, or them, information has been withheld, and because this information has been withheld, there's this like, it's like stepping, you know, the Fool steps off the ledge, the Fool starts, is a new beginning, this new beginning energy. I'm hearing leading with trust. So despite the signs, you lead with trust, despite the, despite the malady is what I'm hearing, honestly. So it can be all kinds of reasons and excuses. And I do have for the other person, so this could be you, or this could be you, or this could be another person. This is the person who's absorbing the chaos, who's magnetized to it, and they're in the Queen of Swords energy reversed. So this is being quite cold and shut down and shut off, and it feels like, you know, with this reverse, that the Queen of Swords person here is withholding clarity, withholding some kind of information. So open communication needs to be had. I think it's important for you, if you are the Queen of Swords person, to know that this person does not mean you harm, that they are in this innocent energy, and they're just trying to make a new beginning. They're trying to make a new start with you. So if you have someone that's reaching out to you and communicating and you're ignoring them, if you have someone that's reaching out to you for communication and you're out of fear, you are coming into this Queen of Swords energy reverse, where you're sort of cold and calculating and withholding, just know that that is only going to drive them further into chaos, okay? Because they will throw up the shield intermittently. They'll throw up the shield. They'll throw up protection of themselves. And then, you know, they'll come forward as vulnerable, and then they'll throw up the shield. And so this has this very like back and forth kind of thing, which may be very confusing for you. It's very confusing for them too. You're both confused, okay? So with the, this just feels like you need a new start together. I don't feel like there is, yeah, okay. So there is possibility to rekindle this relationship or friendship, whatever it is. I mean, there's a lot of love here. There's a lot of loving connection here. So there's the possibility to kind of move forward and to have this good friendship or this good union. But the Queen of Swords energy here has to communicate clearly and clear up some of this confusion. Now it is for this Fool person to also go inward, take some deep breaths, and to kind of remove themselves from the situation. But I feel that they are less capable because they are the more vulnerable energy here. They're going to try to come forward. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at the outcome. The outcome is this Three of Cups, which is, you know, unity, friendship, harmony, celebration, joy, and then the Ten of Cups, which is emotional fulfillment. So whatever the situation is, I can feel that it's really kind of crazy and chaotic right now, but I think with some good communication and okay, so when I say good boundaries, I don't mean like strong, fast, hard boundaries. Like, I feel like this is what the Queen of Swords person is throwing up, and as well with the Knight of Shields and the Ace of Shields, I feel like there are too many boundaries in this situation, or there's an unhealthy level of like protection that is keeping you alienated and keeping you shut off from each other. So opening up to that. This has been your message from Rabbit. If you would like a deeper reading, please find my information in the description box below and book a reading with me. Or another reader. If you don't resonate with me, that's cool. If you like and comment, it will help you to connect to my readings, so your future ones will be more resonant. Okay? All right, take care. All right, welcome to your messages from Rabbit reading. I'm hearing the song Girls Just Want to Have Fun by, is that Tiffany? Okay, so something I'm connecting to here is the, it's kind of like the cycles of, it's kind of like the cycles of the moon, cycles of the sun, cycles of growth. There's some kind of cycle that this rabbit is speaking of. So in this deck, it's power, abundance, heroism, seasons, cycle of life. There's some kind of power dynamic cycle, I think, that's coming up here. Like that kind of predator-prey cycle of life. So sadly, like this could have to do with dating. No, but there's some kind of power dynamic wherein there are balance or energies that could balance one another, but instead they are kind of at war with each other. But let's take a look at some more oracles to see what these messages might be. All right, so we have Gortz. I feel like there's definitely some, let's get another one, but there's something here to do with like giving, like an imbalance in giving and taking. The cow is also a symbol of fertility. There can be fertility issues. The masculine and feminine are imbalanced. I pulled the one of the information cards. Here we go. Okay, I'm not even going to begin to pronounce that. Etha? Etha? I'm not sure. It's the aspen. Okay. So what's happening here? We have some I feel like we have some navigation issues in a relationship. So one of the things that this could pertain to is fertility. What you grow together, what you make together, where you're headed even. Where are we headed? Where are we headed in this relationship? Where are we going? It could be that something has come up regarding fertility that's called this relationship into question. But when it comes to fertility, this could also be the way forward. So this could be an older kind of relationship where you're sort of evaluating, like, we've been together for so long. Are we just together because we've been together for so long? The cow is really reminding me that there is a need to remember gentleness in this situation. There's a need to remember that this is a cow of peace. This is a cow of that is giving. I'm getting that there could be an imbalance in giving and receiving for sure in this relationship. I'm going to pull some more cards and see. And one person in this relationship, so this could be you, is, if you're here asking for guidance, or if this is the message that's coming up for you, you may be asking, how do I proceed? Okay, do I give up? Or, this may be the crossroads that you're at, is what I'm getting. So we have the Grail Knights. It's coming up reversed. Someone in this connection is in this situation. So this may not be a romantic relationship. This could also be a partnership. It could be a friendship. It could be someone in your family. I will speak as if it's a romantic relationship because I do feel like for the most part it is. But what I'm getting here is that someone is withholding. Someone is withholding. Someone is withholding. Yeah, and then someone else is torn. Someone else is assessing whether this guy here, it's almost like, do I go home or do I just walk away? And the Four of Shields. Okay, so there's a lot of defensiveness here. There's a lot of defensiveness. There's a strong feeling of wanting to walk away. There's a lot of earth energy here. So Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. The rabbit is really asking you, what are you hanging on for? What are you holding on to? Okay, if this has started to feel like a burden, if this has started to feel like, maybe it used to feel like it was really fruitful. Maybe it used to feel like it was really divine, or, but now it feels heavy. It feels heavy, and someone is withholding. Let's take a look at that. What's going on here? Rabbit. The channeling will come. Okay, so we had the Nine of Cups. It came out reversed. And the Queen of Cups. Okay, so this relationship or this situation has become emotionally unnerving. This has become a situation that was once very fertile and that was once seemed to have direction, has now become this sort of thing that you hold on to for the sake of it. Now, there is always potential, because there's a choice to be made here. But the choice, it looks like, has to be made by this Queen of Cups. Okay, so if this is a situation where you are the Queen of Cups and you are waiting for the other person to make this move or to make this choice, I feel like it is not the Queen of Cups that is withholding necessarily, or the Queen of Cups is withholding something, her truth, but the withholding person is the other person, okay? So the other person is withholding, and they will continue to do so until the end of time. This person it's not hard for them to do this. It's not hard for them to keep to themselves or to be a stranger in their own situation. Okay, so it is up to the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Cups is a queen of scrying. She can look inward, she can feel inward and move through her emotions, and come through with this really signals to me that there is an emotional maturity that the Queen of Cups has access to, that this other person does not. The other person here is represented as the Knight of Cups, okay? So the Knight of Cups is not as mature as the Queen of Cups, but they do bring in a love offer. So there is love on both sides of this connection. So whatever this disagreement is, or whatever this crossroads is, there is so much love here available to make this situation better. The difficulty is that too much power is being given to the party that is not as emotionally intelligent, okay? So if the person who is not as emotionally advanced is making the decisions, there is or their opinions are being favored in situations that are emotionally led, then this is kind of where the situation goes off. Yeah, okay, so we have the Sun card in reverse. This is a really, truly beautiful connection underneath, in the heart of it, okay? There is the potent energy of connection. Right now it's being held hostage in this sort of damp place of unexpressed emotions and unexpressed feelings. There is a need for the person who is withholding to open up and to acknowledge their place and their piece in this. I think that there is there's a cycle of breathing. There's a cycle of breath, of coming to light that has not quite come around. It feels like right now the universe has held you in a breathless, dark space in this relationship in order to truly force you to deal with it. Okay, in order to force you to see what is really there. The foundation has to be rebuilt. So if this is an existing relationship, if this is like a marriage or something like that, there's a need for the foundation to be rebuilt, for people to maybe even reconsider their roles, or to give the Queen of Cups her fair place. This almost feels like someone doesn't validate emotions, and it could be because of their upbringing. Someone doesn't validate emotions, though they really love. They kind of undermine the emotional needs of the other. Like the Knight of Cups is like, I love you, but then undermines the emotional needs of the person that they love, and that comes off as not love. So there's a need there for some rebuilding of what is expected, and some renegotiating of the boundaries of this relationship, of this situation. Okay, if you'd like to book a personal reading and dig a little bit deeper, my information is in the description box below. I'm going to leave you there, so take care. All right, welcome to your messages from Rabbit Reading. So you had the card Sensitive Soul, Strengthen Your Boundaries and Cut Cords. This really has the flavor for me, or the feel of someone who is extroverted, coming into a better understanding of how they can put their energy out there, or how you can connect with others, how you can satisfy your sensitivities, but also your need for socializing, what that looks like, what that feels like. So maybe developing more intelligence about that. It feels like it's been kind of a struggle for a while, coming to the understanding or realization of that. So we'll take a look at some oracle cards and then some tarot cards to sharpen the message, potentially. What else does Rabbit have to say? Okay. So this is the card of the Ogham card of the ocean. Yeah, okay, this has been difficult. Oh, perfect. Okay, so something about like falling off the deep end, falling into a really like chaotic or difficult emotional space has really put you into this awareness of the people around you and the kind of support that you can expect or receive from these people. Yeah, this is a card of a tremendous amount of pain. I actually think in this deck they call it, I don't know how the labels in this deck, I don't know how reliable they are in terms of the actual Ogham, because for me this definitely has the energy of McMahon. Anyway, okay, so essentially this could be a period of depression, this could be a period of like really, really difficult, like grief, dark, deep emotions, that has changed the way that you view other people or socializing. But the beautiful thing here Faith is the card of birch, and birch is always the first tree to grow after like a forest fire. It's the starter of a new forest, okay? So what I'm seeing for you is the beginning of a new social group or new social situation, or at the very least a new way of approaching the social relationships that you already have. Okay, so the message here from Rabbit is actually something to do with diversity. So maybe your group of friends before, they all kind of believe the same things, and maybe you're moving into a group of people who all believe different things, or who even represent a more diverse ethnic backgrounds as well. So for instance, if you grew up like in a situation where you were surrounded by the same religion, same ethnicity, same culture, this is about diversifying. So maybe you're moving from the country to the city. Maybe you are already in an environment like that, but you're just opening yourself up to a different grouping of people. So we have the card, the Endura. I'm hearing something about panic disorder, so perhaps you experienced some panic and the way that people have responded to it has changed. I do feel like this has really been a crisis issue for you, or if it hasn't, it's incoming, and this is just guidance to help you prepare for that and to move through that. So the divine is coming in and had to step into your life in this situation, because you could not continue to appease people in the way that you do. Oh wow, yeah. The Demiurge. Number 15, it's good with the devil. It's almost like being addicted to like public approval, or addicted to this is a powerful reading, you guys. Okay, through your experiences, through your something about public approval was withheld from you, or just like in this time, you know, I'm at sort of, I don't know if it's the end of the COVID situation. It's kind of a weird, ambiguous space, but we're definitely being able to socialize with more people now, so things are opening up. Through that situation, it's possible that you kind of came to this recognition that, you know, the things that you valued the most before were just kind of like soul-destroying things, that they weren't really as important as you thought they were. This is a card of the parfait, the perfect, okay? And this is about that new beginning. So I'm actually going to switch these around, and then it makes more sense. There we go. Okay, and this is about manifesting a perfect new beginning, or manifesting some kind of new life for yourself, this new beginning here. But I see this coming through a period of, again, depression. There could be strong issues with addiction here as well, yours or someone else's. It could also be that you're separating off from your group of people because what united you was addictions, or you know, even if it's not to do with like a drinking problem, it could be that you just aren't interested in that way of socializing anymore. It doesn't feel nourishing to you. It doesn't feel as valuable to you. But there's been a long, dark night of the soul here, or there is one coming in. But the beautiful thing is that we have this new beginning energy. So it's not like you're going to be stuck there. It's not like if you're wondering, am I always going to be here? No. No, there is a new day. I think this is an awakening of a sensitive soul. So I think that you are recognizing, that you have to walk away from some people or some things that you love in order to honor your sensitive soul. The people or the situations that you were in before did not care for your sensitive soul. You may have even been made fun of. Yeah, this is a complete transformation. Amazing. This reading has really surprised me in how well it's kind of come together. The other readings didn't so much. Pardon me. So, there's a death to, this is the death card, okay? There's a death to this old life. There's a walking away from something that you still love, still hold dear. You can still love them, you can still hold them dear, but you can also recognize, like, this for me is like when you're sitting with a group of people that you always enjoyed before, and you're just kind of like, oh, I'm not having fun, I'm not enjoying this. And being open and honest with yourself about that. That if you feel like you need to endure a social situation, that's not one that you want to be in. So let's see this new beginning, please. For my group of viewers. Oh my gosh. Yes, titties out. It's the world. This is perfect. You're ending a cycle that taught you, that helped you grow, that you can honor and love. Oh my gosh, I'm feeling emotional. But now it's time to go. Both these cards want to come out. Okay, and we have a Knight of Swords. And we have the Page of Pentacles. Someone's coming in. There's a new fresh energy coming in to bring you something that's going to help you to feel balanced. So I feel like what's going to happen here, especially because we have this social aspect, is that you're going to discover someone's going to invite you somewhere, and you may be hesitant to go because of these lessons that you've learned and the things that you've walked away from. So you may be starting to shy away from social situations, but I would recommend that you go. I feel like you're going to have a conversation or discover an offer for this new beginning. There's a seed that someone is carrying. This could also be wisdom that comes through in someone that's younger than yourself, or perhaps the people that you are going to meet with are younger than yourself. But there's just definitely something new and fresh coming in through some kind of leveling conversation. So this could also be a conversation that you have with someone from your past that kind of gives you some insight as to maybe why you weren't feeling like you fit in, or someone from this past group potentially could be someone that you carry with you, that you carry forward, because they see you as you are and not as not in that context, if that makes sense. So you're able to carry this person forward, and you're able to have really good leveling and balancing conversations. So it's kind of like looking at the situation from far away and having a really good and healthy perspective, and then being able to move forward with some tools for the future. Okay. I do see that there's like a circle of people that are kind of out there like waiting for you. This could be a literal circle, and it may not be close friends. It could be a circle of people that are, maybe it's like a moon circle, or it's something where, a diverse group of people are getting together. It could be AA, it could be a group of people that are, you don't have to be best friends with them, but that give you that support and love that you need to help nurture that sensitive soul. Okay, that's what I have for you. If you'd like to book a personal reading, my information is in the description box below. If you like and comment, it'll help you to connect to my energy so that your future readings are more resonant. So that's what I have for you. Take care.